You fry a piece of bacon or chicken, you end up with a pan full of grease. You should never dump that down the drain, but some restaurants and the cleanup companies they hire do, and that is illegal. Pam Elliott's on assignment to show you the cost of this careless practice. Pam?
Well, Mark, here's what we're talking about. Grease, and lots of it. It's ugly, disgusting, and in restaurants it can cause grease fires, maybe even in your own home. And that's why, by Ohio Fire Code, restaurants every 3 to 4 months have to have somebody come in, clean out their kitchens, and remove the grease. In a perfect world, that grease would go to a landfill or maybe be recycled, in fact. But this is not a perfect world, and what could be happening while you're not watching could hurt you and the environment.
We'll be getting all that.
It's enough to make you sick.
This kind of soaks on for a minute, and then you'll see the grease start to drip.
Grease dripping from the kitchen walls of your favorite restaurant.
Squeeze back here.
Eric Jones started his own company, Kylie Clean, because he discovered something ugly and potentially dangerous.
Trying to make sure nobody's looking at you isn't a way to run a business.
Cleaning companies have been dumping grease from exhaust fans and filters in alleys, parking lots, and sewers.
Awful, terrible.
In fact, a neighbor to this Dayton eatery told me he saw a company dumping a grease mixture down this storm drain. That's how Jones got the job here this time.
If you're a neighbor around here and big clumps of grease are going down in the septic system, I mean, your basement will be flooded or anything to that degree, as well as the chemical being washed on the drain. I mean, eventually makes its way into the waterways.
Jones uses a degreaser that allows the waste to be recycled into lawn fertilizer and perhaps one day biodiesel fuel. His workers collect the grease in buckets they haul away. When restaurants and cleanup crews don't do the right thing, the grease can be caught here, but it can end up being very costly to the wastewater treatment plant and to you, the consumer. Mark Livengood oversees operations here at the Montgomery County Wastewater Treatment Facility in Kettering. The less that has to be removed, the less likely sewer rates will increase.
This whole channel is two different things.
Livengood showed us how equipment can separate grease and grit from wastewater. The grease comes to the surface where it can be scraped off and put in a dumpster to go to the landfill. If it doesn't get scraped out and removed up and taken to the landfill here, what can happen?
Well, it goes out in our effluent into the little Beaver Creek here, and it's going to form a scum on the stream, and it's going to harm the aquatic biota that's in the river. Plus, people are wading, especially now when it's getting warmer, or canoeing and stuff like that. And so it's an aesthetic problem that we don't want to happen.
Montgomery County and City of Dayton distributed this educational video in 2005 to remind businesses what can happen if they don't dispose of fat, oil, and grease properly. It's disgusting. Full-service restaurants apparently produce 4.5 pounds of grease per 150 meals served. And in 1 year, 500 maintenance calls go out to establishments because of grease blockages. Ohio state and local regulators now require grease interceptors to catch the grease in commercial kitchens. To get a permit to open a restaurant, you must have one. But health departments admit they don't have the staff to monitor ongoing cleanup efforts, nor does Ohio EPA.
And on the weekends.
Well, so regulators, depend on you. If you see somebody dumping grease, and I mean vats of grease somewhere they should not be dumping, you are asked to call a toll-free number. That number, 1-800-282-9378. That's Ohio EPA. That could lead to some fines for that business. Pam Elliott, 2 News on assignment.
Right, Pam.